I'm Dr. Raspberrymore. This is my youthful assistant, Kent. Kent is an expert at running the 16mm projector, right, Kent?
Right.
Yeah, that's right. He's practiced for years on how to run the 16mm projector. And you, too, can learn how to run the 16mm projector. Kent's going to help out today. Right, Kent?
Right.
Yeah, it's okay. Now, Kent worked very hard before, but he hasn't quite got his license. And if he completes this today, he'll have a license. He's been waiting for this for years. I hope Kent gets that license today. Are you worried about this, Kent?
A little.
Just a little bit. He's cool. Okay, let's take a look at how to run the 16mm projector. Okay, now Kent is going to take the cover off of the 16mm projector. Go ahead and do that, Kent. The cover on the 16mm projector is very important. It keeps the dust off the projector. Kent has now taken it off. Next thing he's got to do is plug in the projector. I'm going to reach around back. Now this is a special table. This table has plugs. So all he has to do is plug it into the table, because the table is plugged into the wall already. Now Kent's ready to lift up the arms on the projector. Go ahead and do that, Kent. Lift up those arms. Notice he's lifting each one up very carefully, and it's snapped. And he's lifting that one up now. Let's take a look. There it is. And it's snapped into place. Now, if Kent was going to put those arms down, show us the button that you push on the arm to get it down. Good. You have to push that button in. Great. Okay, go ahead and put it down. The next thing we have to do is put the film on the projector. Kent's got some film there, and he's going to pick it up and take a careful look at it. The reason why he's taking a careful look at it is because he's got to find a take-up reel that's exactly the right size. And he found it. Kent, what would happen if you put a reel on that was too small?
The film wouldn't go all the way and it would come off the projector.
That's right. It would spill off the projector like so much spaghetti. So he's got one that's just the right size. Now he's putting it on. Now you notice, Kent, hold that up, would you, for a second? One side has labels on it. The other side, show us that, Kent, of the film, doesn't have any labels on it. But it is, hold it, it has a square, it's square. And that side that's square, free of labels, will go onto the projector. Go ahead and do that. All right, he's got it. Now back off for a second there, Kent. Yeah, it looks pretty good. This is a 16mm Bell & Howell projector. The Bell & Howell projector has numbers. You can follow these numbers and thread the film through the projector following the numbers. And in fact, this projector even has a chart. Show us the chart, Kent. Just point at it there. Right there is the chart, if you get lost. Now we're going to go through those numbers. Show us where number 1 is, the film cutter. Right there. Now if your film is ragged, needs some straightening, you can just push it in this little cutter. Push down hard. Kent's pretty strong. He can do it. There he did it. And it's nice and straight now. Number 2 is right over here. You have to push in this gear. Wait a minute, Kent. Pull your hand back so we can see what's going on. Right, now push it in. Right, now number 2 is all cocked and ready. Number 3 is turning on the projector. You turn it on, one click to forward where it says 3. Go ahead and do that. There's the sound of a smooth running projector. Music to Dr. Raspberrymore's ears. Number 4 is putting the film into the projector right there. This is step number 4. That's where you put the film in. Kent is now going to insert the leader of the film into number 4. Show us where it goes, Kent. There it is. It's a stubborn little film, but he's got it in there.
Oh no, something's going wrong.
Oh, good going, Kent. You stopped it. If you didn't stop it, it might have chewed up the whole film. Now, the best thing to do if something goes wrong with a film, Kent, and he knows this, but I'm telling you students out there so you'll know, just turn it off and call your teacher, because sometimes the projector does weird things. Did something really go wrong, Kent, or did you just try to test us?
I was testing you.
Oh, I thought so, because it looks pretty good to me. Go ahead and continue running it. Let's see what happens. Holy cow, something did go wrong. Well, we worked on it for a little while there. Now we're going to take a look and see if it runs. Now, Kent, would you hold up the leader and show us where it comes out of the machine? Yes, that's where it comes out, the leader. Go ahead and start the machine. Kent's going to run it just long enough to get enough leader so that he can put it in the take-up reel. Good, okay, go ahead and put it in that take-up reel now, Kent. There's a little slot inside the take-up reel. Kent finds it quickly, sticks it through the slot, and then when he sticks it through the slot, hold it just a second, Kent. He's going to turn that wheel slowly until, remember this guy, number 2? That's going to click when he pulls it. Go ahead and pull it, Kent. There, it clicked open. Now we're ready. We're ready to run the film. Almost, right? What do we got to do yet? Kent, can you list off the number of things we got to do yet?
We have to check the volume, check
Right.
the focus, and
The
make sure
focus.
it's high enough.
That's right. There's the focus right there. And the volume is down here. And usually about number 3 is a good place to start, Kent. Why don't you put it on number 3 for the volume? Number 3. We'll see if that was about right. Kent's got his hand on the projector knob that raises or lowers the projector. Show us that. Yeah. It's a fine hand you have there, Kent. Good. Yes, that's bringing it up. And go ahead and bring it down a little bit, Kent. Show us the other way. Yes. Okay, Kent's all ready to go now. Go ahead and turn on the machine, Kent. All right. Now it's out of focus, Kent. Turn the sound down so they can hear my wonderful voice.
Farming is a rapidly...
Looks like number 3 was okay, don't you say, Kent?
Yes?
Number 3 was fine. Turn it all the way down so we can't hear it. Great. Okay, focus that picture with that focus knob. All right. Let's see that wonderful picture. Go ahead and pull your arm. Now that it's focused. Oh, that is truly amazing. Okay, they're doing some bad things to that tree. All right, now, Kent, raise the picture for us. Show the students out there how you would raise the picture. Kent's going to go around the front so we can see both the projector and the picture. Now he's pushing that knob we showed you, and look at it, the picture's going up. All right, now run it backwards, Kent. Can we do that?
Yes? You want...
Go ahead and run it all the way backwards. Now usually we don't do this, but for demonstration we will. Usually the film will run all the way through and it'll end up on this back reel here. Now the people who send us the films tell us they never want us to rewind the films, they want to do that. That's a good break for us. No sound when you go backwards, only a picture. There's that poor tree again. Let's take a look at that. That guy's doing some bad things to that tree. Oh no! I don't even want to look at that film. That's terrible. What's the name of that film, Kent? Okay, now we're going to run it backwards and Kent's going to put everything away. And then we're going to take a look at that license that Kent's going to get. I bet you can't wait, eh, Kent?
No, I can't.
Yeah, he's excited, I can tell. Okay, Kent's going to tell us now what to do when you put the projector away. And you better hurry because there's a teacher waiting for this projector.
First, you take the reel off with the film in it. You make sure that the film is totally on the reel.
Okay? Kent, you go ahead and do that later because that teacher's going to get after me if I don't get her that projector.
You take off the back reel.
Oh, good.
You take down the arms.
All right, remember that little button. There it is. He's pushing it now. Great going.
The cover.
And he's going to put that, what? Go ahead. Why do you put the cover on, Kent? Do you remember?
So that it protects the lenses and the machine from dust and other things, like flying paper in the room.
Yes, that could happen.
And you unplug it.
He's unplugging it now. I think Kent is ready for the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license to run 16mm projectors, honored here, both here. Oh, congratulations, Kent. You won the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license. And you know, it's very coveted, both here and abroad, the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license. This is the license right here, Kent. I'm going to give it to you in a few minutes. A few seconds, in fact. It's going to be in your... There it is. There's the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license. Get it back in there. There you go. Yeah, that's coveted. That's a coveted license. Once you get it, you don't want to lose it. And now it honors me to present you, Kent, with the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license. It's yours. Yes, everybody loves the Dr. Raspberry-Moore license. Once more. Let's give it. I'm Mr. Blundell, and I work here at the library. I work here with a couple of friends, Interwoven and Secret Dog. Secret Dog, he drops in once in a while. Kind of fun when he drops in. Interwoven likes to think that I help him, but Interwoven really helps me. And so, anyway. Today, we're going to talk about parts of a book. Sometimes people look at a book and they forget all about the little parts that make up a book. Some of those little parts protect the book, and some of those parts help, they give you information about the book. So I've asked Interwoven to help me out today, and I'm going to see if he's down here. Interwoven, are you down there somewhere? It would be nice if you helped out. We could use your help, Interwoven.
No, Interwoven isn't down here. He's gone.
Well, wait a minute, Interwoven. That sounds like you. Could you please come up here and help us? We need your help.
I'm Interwoven's twin brother. I don't know. I have no idea where Interwoven is. He's gone.
I know that's Interwoven. I guess I'm going to have to go down and encourage him. I'm going to have to go down there and...
No, I'm not down here.
That's Interwoven. I'm going to go down. Interwoven, come on. Come on, Interwoven. We need your help. Come on, Interwoven. You can come down up here and help us out. Come on.
Okay, I'll help you out. I'll help you out.
Good, Interwoven. I'm glad you can help. Now, what we need to do is to show the different parts of the book. Can you help out?
Sure, I can help out. It's easy. First, you go over there and get a big book and hold it, all right? That one right there. And then I'll talk about the big book, all right?
Yes, Interwoven, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll go down there and do that right away. I'll get down there, okay?
Okay, dummy.
Interwoven, that's not a good thing to say.
I'm sorry. Well, I can't help myself. Now, you better hurry up over there. Sometimes you're kind of slow.
I'll try to pick a good one, Interwoven. How about this one? I picked it because it's kind of big and easy to see.
That one will do quite nicely, yes, quite nicely indeed. Now I'm going to give my famous spine speech. People have spines just like books. He's got a spine, you've got a spine, I've got a spine, and so do good books. They have spines. A good book has a strong spine. Its pages might be sewn together and held together with cloth. If you dropped it, it might not fall apart. But please don't drop your books, because that isn't very good for them. Not at all. If the book that you dropped has a cheap spine, the pages might just fly away into the wind, on down the road.
That would be terrible, Interwoven.
Yes, that would be very terrible. Always treat your book like a friend, like your buddy. Don't let the dogs get it. Yes, those dogs are bad for books. They'll chew them up, even if it's a good book. Keep your books dry. Don't let your little brother use his crayons inside the book. Okay, Mr. Blundell, now you can show us the spine on that book that you have.
Yes, okay, Interwoven, I'll show the spine. The spine is right here. Okay, let's see that spine. Yes, bring in, yeah, there we go. There's the spine. And you see on the spine that we have the title of the book, and we have the address of the book right here. And up here we have the author, or the person who wrote the book, H.A. Ray. And this is not a very strong spine. You can see there's no cloth in here. But the pages are put together pretty good, and it'll hold together pretty well.
Look out, Mr. Blundell, don't wreck that book!
Oh yes, I'll be careful. Okay, now there's another thing. The spine holds the book together and holds the cover together. The cover protects the book. It's very hard on this one. On a paperback book, you have a weak cover. This one's strong. And on the cover, once again, you have the author, H.A. Ray, and you've got the title, Curious George, right there. And there's a picture, and there's Curious George. There's Curious George right there. Can we get pictures? Can we see Curious George? Right there. There he is.
Yeah, that's Curious George. I met him once. We were in Mexico together. Okay, Mr. Blundell, could you go over there now? I'd like you to get a dust jacket. We need a dust jacket. It looks like it was a pretty dusty book.
This was a very dusty dust jacket. The dust jacket protects the cover of the book. So you can see right through this one. But this dust jacket has a picture on the dust jacket that's just like the picture on the cover, right there. And the dust jacket protects the book from getting scratched and the picture getting rubbed off and all that. And you have to be careful with the dust jacket. Some books look very boring underneath. There's no picture at all under here. And the only thing that makes the book look cheery and bright is the dust jacket. Right, Interwoven?
That's right, Mr. Blundell. Thank you, Mr. Blundell, thank you. You know, just between you and me, I trained Mr. Blundell for years to help me do that. Took him a long time. I practiced a lot with M&Ms. You know, he'd do a little bit, then I give him an M&M, and if he was right, I give him another M&M, but if he was wrong, no M&Ms. Okay, now the next part we're going to look at today, and Mr. Blundell, maybe you can help me a little bit while I talk. I'm going to talk about the title page. The only reason I have Mr. Blundell around is because I don't have any hands. He's got to help me. Anyway, we're going to look at the title page. Okay, this is the book. That's the cover. And there is the title page. And there is many things on the title page.
Right, Interwoven.
Curious George, the title, the picture of Curious George,
Yes, there he is.
and the author's name.
Yes, that's H.A. Ray, Interwoven. And take a look a little closer here.
Yes, look a little closer. Get that in focus now. Come on, focus. That's the company that made the book. Right there. And there's a pencil mark. Somebody put a pencil mark on it. Oh, well. And there's a stamp from Concord School. Yes, that's the title page. Many things on the title page. Very useful piece of information. Where are all those people going?
Well, they were watching this, Interwoven, but now they're due back to class.
Well, that's okay, because I have to go, too. I have a date with Secret Dog. We're going bicycling. Oh, there's Secret Dog, yes. So I'll be right there, Secret Dog. Secret Dog has training wheels. I like to do wheelies on the hill. Yeah, that's right. Well, see you, everybody. Goodbye.
See you. Goodbye. Living in the library is that there's 3 different ways to find a book. You know, I have a lot of students come up to me, they ask for a book, they ask me for a book. I help them. I suppose that's another way you can find a book, by asking me. But sometimes I'm busy, so you have to go to the card catalog and find a book. And in the card catalog, there's 3 different ways to find a book. You know, one way is if you know the subject of the book.
Subject.
The subject of the book, yes. If you know what the book is about, like dinosaurs or racing cars, you can look in the card catalog and find it in there and find your book. There's another way. If you happen to know who wrote the book or the author.
The author.
you can find the book if you know the author. Who wrote it. Of course, you have to look up the last name first. Now, there's a third way that you can find the book, and that's if you know the name of the book or the title.
The title!
Something weird's going on here. Something very strange. Anyway, if you know the title of the book, you might be able to find that book too. I can't wait for my first customer this morning in the library. Well, here she comes now. I can see that anxious look on her face. She's looking for a book. It's Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Looking for a book today?
Yeah, I'm looking for a big, fat, green book, and my friend said it was really good.
Your friend recommended a book and they said it was a big, fat, green book. Ooh, that's going to be tough. We've got a lot of big, fat, green books. Do you know who wrote the book? Do you know the author?
No, I don't.
Oh, gee. Do you know the title of the book?
Nope.
Don't know the title of the book. This is going to be really tough, I'm afraid. Do you know the subject, what the book is about?
Yeah, it's about dogs.
Oh, you know it's about dogs. Well, we'll be able to find it. Well, here we are. Well, Michelle, here we are at the card catalog. We'll be able to find it here in the card catalog because you know the subject. So let's look the subject up in the card catalog, dogs. Now we see that it could probably be in one of these two drawers. I don't know, though. What do you think about these two drawers?
Well, it's kind of hard because this one has D cards in it, and so does this one.
Yes, they both have D cards in it. I don't know which one to pick. I don't know. It's awfully hard to...
This one, dummy!
What was that? Looked like a weird puppet. I don't know, but I think the puppet is right. I think it is in this shelf. Let's open this shelf up and see what we've got. Well, here's that shelf, and look,
There's dogs.
we found dogs. Great. Michelle, what should we do now?
Well, maybe I'll be able to find it if I go through these cards. Maybe I'll recognize the title.
Do you think she's really going to find it? I don't know. We'll see. She's going to go through here and see if she can recognize the book. Okay, let's take a close look at this and see if we can find it. Go ahead, Michelle. Let's see, that one says dog pictures. Is that it?
Nope.
What's that one say?
Just dogs.
Dogs. Well, that one's by Berger Carl. All about dogs. Is that it?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's turn to the next one. Dogs. Caring for your family pet. Is that it?
Nope. I
No.
don't think so.
No. Dogs. Foster. It's dogs working for people. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's it. We hit the jackpot. All right. Hey, put her there. Yeah. Well, now that we found it, Michelle, what are we going to do with it? We're going to have to use part of this card, I think, to find the card, the book, on the shelf. What part do you think we'll use?
Probably these numbers and letters over here in the corner.
That's right. We're going to need those numbers and letters to find it on the shelf. What is that? Can you read that off for us?
Yeah, 599 FOS.
Right. We're going to need 599 FOS to find it on the shelf. That's the number this book has. Dogs working for people. Okay. So you ready to go find it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can remember that number?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got a good memory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see. Let's go.
I've looked at several sections, and I think it's this one because it's got 591 through 599, and so I think it's right in here somewhere.
Think it's on one of those shelves?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's 591, here's 595, here's 597, and here's 599 on this shelf.
Oh, well, do you want to actually try and find the book for us on that shelf,
Okay,
Michelle?
just a second.
Okay, she's looking.
Here it is.
All right. Why don't you hold it up there sideways so we can see it? Let's take a look. There it is, 599 FOS. Well, you know, Michelle was really happy to get that book because her friend recommended it. And you know, we would have never found it If she only knew that it was a green, fat book. Got lots of green, fat books. But she got the book. She's real happy. And I can't wait for my next customer. I bet my next customer will be rolling along any second. What? Hi, it's Michelle Hart. We already have a new customer. Can I help you today?
Yeah, I'm looking for a book and it's by Beverly Cleary.
You know it's by Beverly Cleary? Why, we can find that book easily. We won't even need the card catalog. What part of the name do you use, Michelle? When we find
The last name.
the last,
3 letters.
the last name and the first 3 letters. That's right, because this is a fiction book. We'll be able to find that book.
Great!
All right, yes. We can just walk right over to the shelf, past the card catalog, and find. Let's go right now. All right.
I'm looking for the Beverly Cleary book right now, and I know it's in one of these 2 sections, but I don't know if it's between COR and EST or between CAM and COR.
It's between CAM and COR. Anybody know CLE is up here? Dummy!
I'm sorry about the behavior of that puppet. He's really stupid, and he's been giving everybody a hard time, Michelle. So I'm sorry about that puppet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I think the puppet's right because it would be in this section because here's CAR and here's CAB and here's CLA and here's CLE and here's my book.
All right, you found your book. Ramona the Brave was what you wanted, right? By Beverly Cleary. There it is, CLE. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, Michelle. What you doing?
Oh, I'm just reading this book.
Oh, well, do you know where Mr. Blundell is?
Like he stepped out for a while.
Oh, well, do you think you can help me find a book?
Yeah, what is it about?
Well, it's a really good book, and it's called Junket.
Okay.
Okay, let's go find it right now, all right?
Okay. There's the card catalog over there, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I've done this once before with Mr. Blundell.
Well, what does the title of your book start with?
It starts with J.
So it'd be in this drawer because all the words that are between I and K are in here.
Okay.
So let's open it up.
All right. Well, Well, Junket spelled Junket, and so it must be after journalism. So let's flip through a couple cards and see what we can find. Junior Scientist, Junior Thesaurus, Junior Plots, Junior Parosera, Junk Food, Fast Food, Health Food, and there's Junket.
Now that we found Junket, we know that the author is white, so we should look on the shelf for the letters WHI.
Well, now that we know it's WHI, let's go over to the fictions area and see if we can find it.
Okay.
I think it's in this section because WHI between these 2 letters. So I think it's in these shelves somewhere. So here's VER, here's WAS, here's WHI.
Here's your book.
Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Hey, I'm back from my important engagement. What have you 2 girls been up to? Oh, what'd you do? You found a book on the shelf? Junket?
Yep.
All right, way to go. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
External tank and solid. They can separate the shuttle from this package of electrical, mechanical, and computer.
And realized that I could probably make some kind of music out of that photographic thing. And we discussed it and then went the following week to the forest south of Buffalo. The idea here was that all of the lines and all of the